Hello friends. So today's topic is about introspecting development. Okay? So in the previous classes we already discussed about economic growth, economic development and human development index and how to measure the development, and next the debate was continuous regarding the human development. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss about introspecting development. Okay, so here introspecting means examine, again examine or consider the ideas about the development. Okay, so it means examine means explore, inspect, inquiry again. Okay, so it means already development word was derived. Okay, so then there was a need to re-examine about the development, because World Bank and International Monetary Fund, whenever they came into force, so there was a need to re-examine the real definition of the development, because so there was a confusion about the real meaning of development. So the important thing is, so there was a confusion. So what is the real meaning and what is the real factual information of the development? So this is the confusion in the time. So that's why they started to re-examine, reconsider about the ideas or thoughts regarding the development. Okay, so here experts are studying about the development process of a developing world. Okay, so on the basis of the introspecting development work, so some experts studied about the development process. So what is the development process which is going in the developing world? Okay, so developing world means the development process is going on, but they are not developed countries. Okay, so and next they take in some important performance reports of the developed world. Mostly developed world means western worlds. Okay, so they take in performance reports so of the developed world, it means developed countries. Okay, so in that time they concluded one point, that is western world regarded as developed world. Okay, it means western countries regarded as developed countries. So it is true, and those countries only in the human development index, so they got top 20 ranks. Okay, so it means almost top 20 ranks will be given to those countries which are in the western side of world. Okay, so it means they are well developed areas. So social scientists they started evaluating the conditions of life. So it is very true about the development on the basis of the human development index, right? So is it true? So that's why to know about the truth, so the social scientists started evaluating the conditions of life in these economies. Okay, so finally their studies concluded one point, that is that life in the developed world is anything but happy. Okay, it means the life in the developed world is anything, it means whatever it may be, whatever they are doing, it is none, so but they are happy. Okay, so this is the final point which was concluded by the social scientist. So in this point, okay, so crime means there is a offense which is punishable by law, anything. Okay, corruption means misusing public power. Okay, burglary means theft. Extortion means so it is one type of the practice of obtaining money. It means through force, so they are obtaining money. And drug trafficking means so so it is illegal trade, so buying and selling prohibited drugs. And the next one is flesh trade means trafficking in women and children, so for the purpose of the commercial sexual exploitation. Okay, so next rape means sexual offense, so unwanted or forced sex. Next homicide means killing of any person by anyone. Okay, so killing of a member by any person. Next, moral degradation. It means loss of morals and ethics. So, these are the vices. It means immoral behavior are thriving in developed world. It means are increasing these vices, these immoral behavior are thriving or increasing in the developed world, even though they are happy. Okay. So the development had failed to deliver them. So like happiness, peace of mind, general well-being, feeling of being in good state. So they failed to deliver these important components in the development. So scholars started questioning the effects made of the development around the world. Okay, so they started questioning the very important efforts which made the development around the world, because there are so many vices in the developed world even though they are happy, but the development had failed to deliver the important concepts. Okay, happiness, peace of mind, general well-being, and good standard of being, and feeling of being be in a good state. So these important components are not clearing in the development. Okay, so that's why most of them suggested redefining the development. Okay, so the development was not a real meaning of the development, but we have to redefine the development, so which could deliver the happiness to the humankind. So that's why we started to redefine the development process. Okay, so whenever they started to introspect development, the first question was arised: why has development not delivered happiness to the developed world? Okay, so this is not lying on one object, but it touches so many areas of the human life. Okay, so first one is whenever the economist talked about the progress, so progress means so overall happiness of the human life. Okay, so whenever the economist talked about the progress, so here progress means all overall the happiness of the human life. Okay, so here scientists are saying progress, growth, development, well-being, welfare. So these are synonyms of the happiness. Okay, so scientists are saying progress, growth, development, well-being, and welfare. So these are the synonyms of the happiness. Okay, so that's why, so this is a normative concept. Normative means a standard concept and related concept, as well as it is a state of mind. It means emotional. Okay, so this is normative concept as well as a state of mind. So its ideas might vary from one country to another country. So that's why some countries are not receiving happiness, because these important synonyms, the happiness is a normative concept, because on the basis of the happiness there are some synonyms like progress, growth, development, well-being, welfare also very important. Okay, so the entire concept is a normative, it means a standard concept, as well as a state of mind. It is emotional also, emotional concept also. So that's why it is very different from one country to another country. So this is the first objective. Next, second concept and second objective is, so in the period in which the development was defined, so supply of some selected material resources for human life can be improved. Okay, so whenever they started to defining about the development, they started supply of the some selected materials resources for human life, and that's why they can be improved. Okay, so mostly these resources are better level of income, proper level of nutrition, healthcare facilities, proper levels of literacy and education. So these resources are selected material resources. These are the material resources, right? Yes. So that's why our government is providing these selected material resources to the humans for getting the better development, for the improvement. Okay, so whenever comes to the non-material, what is non-material? So we cannot see that material, that is non-material. Okay, so here happiness is a broader term than the development, because here happiness is non-material. Okay, so World material happiness, so that is development. So whenever there is a material happiness, that is known as development, but it could not attend non material of part of happiness. It means it cannot lead to happiness, full happiness, because happiness is divided into two terms, material and non-material. But mostly in the developed countries there was a material part of the happiness, but non-material part of the happiness is not present in the developed world. So here non-material part of the life is, it falls on some important factors. Those are ethics, religion, spiritualism, and cultural values. It means these are the parts of the non-material life. So ethics is very important. So we should follow some ethics and morals in the society. And religion, spiritualism is very important, and cultural values is very important to follow in the society. So these are comes under the non-material part of the life. So here, one thing they said, material happiness is visibly available. We can see, for example, better level of income. It means through the money we can see this is the material happiness. Whenever we are getting a salary, high salary, so this is my material happiness because I'm seeing my money, okay, and proper level of the nutrition. So providing some nutritional food, so I can see the nutritional food. That's why this is visibly available. So that's why this is known as material concept of the happiness. Okay, so due to partial definition of the development, okay, partial means not complete, okay, so incomplete definition they given regarding the development. So that's why the developed world has been able to achieve development, that is happiness, but only material kind of happiness. Okay, so western world is very developed world, and the countries are always in the top 20 ranks, but that is on the basis of the material happiness, that's it. But there is no part related to non material part of the happiness in those countries. So that's why we need to redefine our ideas of development. Okay, so a very small kingdom had been able to define the development. So there was a small kingdom, so it started to define the development process in its own way. Okay, own way means that is material and non-material aspects of life. So that is gross national happiness. So the small kingdom is Bhutan. Okay, so the small kingdom, so they started to defining the development in its own way. So here material and non-material happiness of the life was included in the GNH, gross national happiness. Okay, so in the next class we'll discuss about the gross national happiness. Okay, bye bye. So guys, if any doubt, so you can ask your doubt through the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.